Welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn about isolated gate bipolar transistor, applications of IGBT, classification of IGBT, construction of types of IGBT, properties of basic types of IGBT, input and output characteristics of IGBT. So let's get started. Isolated gate bipolar transistor is a 3-terminal unidirectional multi-PN junction device. Unidirectional here indicates it has polarity and could be connected to voltage source only according to its polarity. It is equivalent to a combination of two bijunction or bipolar junction transistors and a MOSFET. If we observe this, the transistor here is PNP. This transistor is NPN, and this is an enhancement of NMOS. So the collector of PNP transistor, emitter of NPN transistor, and gate of FET are the 3 terminals of IGBT. So it has high input impedance and high switching speed of MOSFET, while low output impedance and low saturation voltage of BJT. Coming to basic applications, IGBT is widely used in amplifiers, consumer electronics, SMPS, UPS, inverter hedge bridges, aerospace electronic components, and in electrical vehicles. Coming to classification, IGBT is divided into 6 types, which are field stop, punch through, non-punch through, trench stop, reverse conduction, and carrier sorted trench. Of all types, PT and NPT are the most basic, and following the evolution, CST-BT is the latest, which is a type of trench stop. Moving to construction of IGBT, before we study the 3D representations, let's look at this part to know which color represents what type of semiconductor layer. If we observe, while P plus indicates P-type, which is heavily doped, P indicates P-type with moderate doping. Similarly, N plus indicates N-type, which is heavily doped, while N plus plus indicates very heavily doped N-type material, and N minus represents lightly doped N-type. Here, green color indicates the metal used for contacts, while the white layer indicates silicon dioxide insulator layer. Coming to 3D representation, if we observe, a construction similar to enhancement FET is embedded inside these two. This is 3D representation of punch through and field stop type. The difference between these two is the width of N plus layer. The width of N plus layer will be more in FS type than in PT type. Coming here, we could see that the N plus layer is the difference between PT and NPT type of IGBT. And since this represents RC NPT, the N plus layer is fabricated in a way it forms a diode, which allows IGBT to conduct in reverse direction, though it is unidirectional. This is mainly used to allow freewheeling current. Since the load connected will be of inductive type mostly, we could see the FET embedded is clearly a shorted gate FinFET, since it is TS type, and as it is TS CST-BT, the N minus layer is fabricated between two N plus layers. Moving to properties of basic type of IGBT, PT IGBT is known as asymmetrical IGBT because forward breakdown voltage is more than reverse breakdown voltage. VF is greater than VR. So it is used for DC applications. It has low thermal stability, high turn-off loss, and heavily doped collector. NPT IGBT is known as symmetrical IGBT as forward and reverse breakdown voltage are equal. VF equals to VR. So it is used in AC applications. It has moderate thermal stability, less turn-off loss, and lightly doped collector. Moving to characteristics of IGBT, since it is unipolar, common emitter is the only configuration used. This circuit indicates common emitter configuration of IGBT. If we observe input characteristics, graph is plotted taking gate current on y-axis and gate voltage on x-axis. for a constant VCE value, and it is similar to that of a PN junction diode. Coming to output characteristics graph, it is plotted taking collector current on y-axis and collector voltage on x-axis for a constant VGE value. Cutoff region is the area where IGBT is off, VCE equals to 0 volts. This region is also called forward blocking region. Coming to active region, IGBT is in on state as VGE is greater than 0, and as VE increases further at certain value, VGE loses control over IC and results in collector emitter junction breakdown, which is termed forward breakdown region. When VCE is less than 0 and as VCE equals to VCE max, the collector emitter junction breakdown occurs, and that region is called reverse breakdown region. When VCE is less than 0 till VCE max, the IGBT still conducts due to the leakage current, and this region is termed as reverse blocking region. So, for IGBT to operate without being damaged, it should be operated between forward and reverse breakdown voltage values. So that's all for this video. If you felt you learned something new, please share the video with your friends. And for more such content, subscribe my channel. Let's learn about the resistors in the next video. Till then, stay safe, and to make anything possible, hunt the plausible.